Hello everyone and welcome to the first Classic League Grand Prix. Here we are in the 1990 McLaren going around Suzuka. This is the first race of the new season for all the guys and girls in our Classic League. So please join us on track and let's go on board. They are in qualifying at the minute. We have missed a couple of minutes due to an unforeseen technical issue with a microphone, but let's not go into it too much. Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen Toon off the track more than he's been on it. I hope that's not a sign for this weekend. Yeah, there's a lot of the boys and girls have been using no traction control on this new game, so yeah, Toon, as we said, been exploring the track limits quite a bit. Dragon's put it in the hedge, I think. So, it's qualifying. We've got 12 minutes left of the session. Rocker 90, never seen him race before, so looking forward to seeing how he gets on. That's for the best anyway. You are never going to get anything decent from his mouth. That's why I'm here, boys and girls, for the technical insight on how to drive a car properly. Puppy goes into the gravel on the exit of Daytona 2, I just saw there. So, I am on board with Nathan, who is on a lap, if you want to scroll across to our friend Nathan. He has shown decent pace on this new game. Pace is all over the place at the minute. On this new edition of the game, I've had a couple of little races. Yeah, it's quite a struggle really. And I've had a quick go on these cars ahead of this session, and the rear is slightly lively. To say the least. So really got to look after the pedal, make sure you don't just slam it down because you will lose the rear. Worth noting that last year's champion Kyle is not racing this year, I don't believe, in this league, so we will be getting a new champion. So as we are on board with Nathan now, goes through 130R. Light lift, but holds it around 180 miles an hour on the brakes, gets it slowed down nicely on the apex there. Back on the
hopefully my microphone should be a little bit loud now. Sorry about that, guys.
Nathan goes over the line, and that's a 1:44. A little bit of a miserable lap compared to the guys at the top.
Ah, we've got a Tristan on track going through the S's. Just what the people pay their good money to see.
I was going to say, I'm on board with Tristan, watching how not to go through the S's. Very tentative getting on the throttle is what I've noticed with Tristan, and he's just gliding through the corner, so I don't know if he's got much confidence at the minute, but he is on an out lap, so one to watch. So let's have a look. Who's on a lap at the moment?
Nathan's not on one. What about Apex? Does it look like he's on a lap?
Apex is pretty handy in these cars as well, and he is on a lap at the minute.
So, as Apex heads down... So, Ben, actually, we'll go back to our favourite question. Give me some facts about the track as Apex goes purple through the middle sector.
Oh. I haven't really got much, I'll be honest. apart from it was the, scene of a sad moment when Schumacher lost his title. When he stalled at the start.
Apex up into P5. I remember watching that race. What a race. Right, back on board with Toon through the S's. Toon, that's the grass.
Yeah, his little arms waving as he stalled it. Toon!
Oh, that's a wheel. He's lost the front left. Apparently he went purple in the first sector as well.
Toon
in the
did
first
talk
sector.
before. Toon
Tristan's
did
in
talk before the race, and he said he didn't have high hopes. I'm glad we agreed with him, because I was poor.
Draper there saying Fergs or Regan's take Kyle's mantle as champion. I think
Ferg's looking pretty good.
The thing is, I think it's between like there's a good selection. You've got Fergs obviously who's looking quick, Rocker who's just come in who's pretty quick, and then we had Rayner last year who had some really good races, just unlucky, and the same could go for Regan really. He had some really unlucky races, but then Kyle was even in outright races, Kyle was still dominant.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think Kyle had a few secrets in those cars that
he did share some of them with me. We'll leave them for off the air.
Yeah, but I think you can talk about it now because it's a different game. You can give away his trade secrets.
He ran a very interesting diff that meant he could constantly. Sorry, I was just responding to something. So no traction control last year in these cars on 2019 was the winning ticket with a 50 diff, forward brake bias, and give it beans.
How much on the brake bias?
An interesting amount. Forwards.
A 60? Or are we going
I think
above
a bit higher.
Oh wow. Fair play. I haven't really got much to say about that. So, let's go and find what's happening on track. Rayner will be hoping to have a little bit more pace. He's currently
Tristan goes off at T1, but I think he's just backed out. So Rocker's out at the minute. He's on an invalidated lap. Cosmos just behind him is on a lap, but he's going through the second sector slowly. Oh, he's lost part of his front wing on that McLaren. So Ben, you like to give us some classic facts about the McLarens and our lovely classic cars. I'm sure you. I was going to say,
give us some. Yeah, give us 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes on a Wikipedia, and I'll get back to you.
So Draper's just said there, new series, same tune. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always one thing you can be sure of, Toon will crash. On board of Rocker then as he heads in towards turn 1, and Ben take us through a lap of Suzuka with Rocker.
Will I ever? I love this first sector, it's so challenging. Gets on the throttle now into turn 3 and 4. Half throttle there, back on full throttle, holds it in third, and then lifts off. Keeps in third gear quite a bit there as we're going around the S's. And then have such a challenging corner.
Dabbing the throttle, I was watching his throttle application, that was a dab.
I was going to say, so challenging, then we go into the Degners. Degner 1 uses a bit of curb, just keeps in track limits and slows it all the way down for Degner 2. Head up now to the hairpin, just pick the right line and make sure you don't go too deep. Rotates the car in, holds the apex pretty nicely then, just builds the throttle back up now as we head towards the spoon curve. You never go for an overtake up into spoon because it ends badly. Talk to Mr. Seb Vettel about that. Uses plenty of curb
L8
on
says
the
sorry
entrance.
to disturb, just got into P2.
Oh. Well, that was good, interruption. Down the back straight now, over the crossover. Head towards the infamous 130R. Keeps it pinned. Throttle was pinned all the way through. Look for the, I think it was 100 metre board there, couldn't quite see it. Round the final chicane, back on the throttle, and Rayner at 5, plays grid paper and collision with Jack. Keeps it nice and tight to the pit.
There we go.
41.5.
So what's happened with Rayner? Where is he? Missing part of his front wing, gets out of the way for the car behind him. Who have we got on a lap then? Puppy! Puppy's back out of his lap, man. I want to watch a Puppy lap. For those of you who didn't join us last season, you'll learn that Puppy is a very solid driver, using the D-pad, which takes more skill than I've got.
I was going to say, everyone loves Puppy.
You're not wrong. Puppy's the love of my life.
It's quite a strong thing to say. So, Rayner compromised with a 5-place grid penalty. It's currently in P8. We got Cosmos on an outlap. We've got AJ on an outlap as well, hoping to shave off a few tenths. I don't want to rule them out for getting P1, but Rocker's pace is pretty decent at the minute.
Yes.
Even I'd struggle to keep up with him, and I'm pretty handy. I just let it go silent there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to...
I was going to say, you could have just agreed with that comment.
Yeah. So I'm bored with Devil, sorry, through the first sector we go. Getting back into this commentary business is a difficult...
Oh no! Yeah, I was going to say, AJ Wuhan's lost a wheel. No! AJ's out. Went round 130 and lost
I've just
it.
seen that car
ran on the... Yeah, lost it. Ran on the grass, and the grass sent him straight into the barrier. And that's his front left. Rolling along the track. So, maybe I put too much pressure on him too soon. Cosmos P4 on an outlap, just winding it up for the big event now. Hoping to find a couple of tenths, which will put him into P2. We've got 2 minutes 50 of the session left. Nicely into T1 and 2 for Cosmos. I hope we're on board with him, or else I'm just talking a load of rubbish.
With who, sorry?
Cosmos.
Oh, we are now.
Yeah. So he's going through the S's, carrying quite a bit of speed. Oh, lost the apex there. Probably wanted to be a little bit tight. This is such a difficult corner. I always get it wrong at least once a race. It's just so deceiving. Carry too much pace, run wide and hit a bit of the grass and the gravel and all the good stuff. Nicely negotiated around Degner 1 and 2. Back on the throttle now under the bridge, flyover, crossover, whatever you want to call it, up towards the hairpin. Slow the car down, don't go deep. It's so easy to go deep. Back on the throttle, don't lose the rear. Picked up the traction nicely there onto Spoon Curve. We've got LH44 on an outlap as well. Through Spoon Curve. That was fairly decent. The car behaved itself well there. Now down the back straight, heading towards 130R. Seems to be pretty well pinned. Don't need to take a lift on the throttle unless you're tuned, which I'll be dabbing the brakes. Cosmos has found 9 tenths, so this is going to put him in contention for provisional pole position if he holds it together. That was close to an invalidation. Lost the rear as he's just pinned the throttle over the line. Now what's it going to be? A 141.
Apex
I think he
on a lap
bit,
as well. He's 3 tenths up on his as he comes around Spoon. He's going to get a little bit of a toe off Rayner.
Yeah, I think Cosmos lost that probably in the final corners. He's just, slammed the throttle down and
He's
lost
gone
the rear.
In the middle sector has Apex.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a glitch with this game,
yeah,
because
sure.
every time I go through a middle sector, it always comes up purple. And I know I'm quick, but I'm not that quick compared to some of these guys. Apex has left the session. It's flashed up on my screen. So that's a huge shame. Mr. 44 winding it up as he goes in the pit. So he won't be doing a lap. We've got Rocker on his outlap. 18 seconds to go. Will he even get to the line? It's going to be very touch and go for him.
What are you talking about?
He goes, Rocker.
Oh, we don't need to see another lap from Rocker. This is
No,
terrifying.
I don't think he's going to be very,
he's getting
very
to the
tight
line.
if he goes to the
He's
line.
there. Yeah, he's over. With a second to spare.
Yeah, I was going to say that was perfectly timed. So, let's have a look down the order. We've got Tristan nowhere with pace. I'm hoping he's got some more to deliver. He's just delivered it. It's he gained a bit, but not that much more. We've got Rayner probably fuming, thinking I wish I hadn't got that 5 grid place penalty, but can't do anything about it, my friend. We'll go and see what Rocker's lost it at the deck.
Oh, he's wiggle there.
Yeah, that's it. That's his luck ruined.
Do not retire on track, Rocker. Rocker. I don't think he is. I'll trust him. So Rayner then.
Well, I was going to say you don't trust many people, so let's hop on board with Rayner.
It's not going any better for him.
No, just a ball. So that's it. That's it for qualifying people.
As Toon's just said, he can take 130 off flat when he gets there. Toon, when you get through the S's, let me know and I'll come on board.
I was going to say, give us a heads up, Toon. We'll come on board and we'll see if you do take it flat. And if you do take it flat, do you get through it in one piece?
I'd be impressed if I saw Toon go all the way through, I'll be honest.
Thankfully, it's only a 25% race. So Toon is in with a shout of finishing. Which is rare, you know, as many of the people will know. He struggles to get to lap 5. So if he finishes the race, he'll be in contention with driver of the day. So let's go through the finishing order for qualifying. So we have Rocker, and I know the screen is going to change as well. So we have Rocker in P1 with a very, very good 1 as the screen changes on me. So Rocker P1 a 141.5, Cosmos P2 a 141.8, LH 44 a 42.1, Berg 42.3, AJ Wuhan 42.4. That completes top 5. We've got Apex P6, Jack P7, Rayner P8, but he has a 5-place grid penalty. We've got Devils P9, Tristan P10, Gavlar P11, Mono P12, Nathan P13, Puppy P14, 2 managing to crash the car. It was a rarity to see the car on track anyway with 2, and Dragon P16, and that completes the qualifying order for round 1 of the Japanese Grand Prix.
No, that was beautiful, that then.
Yeah, pressure. What you get paid the big money for.
No, you don't get paid anything. We're going over this.
if there was money in the pot, I would be paid.
So as we wait for the cars,
start the race.
Wow, Ben's really beat me to the big moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, Apex thankfully rejoined the session, hopefully just in time so he can take his race seat. So, pole was a 141.5. My good friend Ayrton Senna done the lap in a 136.9.
Wow. What that's telling me is no one's going quite quick enough.
Yeah, I was going to say that some people. The fastest lap of the day back in 1990 was by another good friend of mine, Ricardo Patrese, at 144.2. And everyone knows what happened at turn 1. The infamous moment when 2 McLarens tangled in an innocent accident.
So as we get ourselves ready for the formation lap, as Rocker leads everyone away in some smoke.
Getting a nice weave on as well.
Yeah,
all these beautiful looking 1990 McLarens. Looking pretty bare of aerodynamic parts compared to the modern day cars. Unless you're a Ferrari. So, Elliot, talk us through. How do you get a good start?
Oh, on this game,
a
formation lap.
Talk us through your procedure.
Oh, it depends on the car. I like a bit of tyre temp, not too much, because you'll get, especially around here, you've got to be track specific in the first sec. Wow, the predicted pit stop strategy. Well, all the drivers do have to make 1 stop. It's a 25% race, but they do have to make 1 pit stop. Sorry, kind of forgot that popped up on Spectator Cam.
I've not had anything as exciting as that.
Ah, what can I say? AWS don't like you, my friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, round here obviously you're going to build tyre temps pretty quick in the first sector, so it's best just to kind of leave it and wait. But you still want a decent amount in the rears to get a good launch with a grip.
I want to make a point, you know, you can't drop too far behind on a safety car. New rule brought in this year is to stop that. So you can't leave the guys at the front hanging when you're 20 seconds behind and get good tyre attempts. It's a very steady formation, that. Very slow.
I like a steady formation, like.
We do have a little bit of a gap. LH44 deciding the rule's not for him. He has left quite a bit of a gap. He's got a bit of a squirt on there, and closing the gap back up. But the field is spread out. And we've got one guy that's just completely stopped at the back. Don't know who that is, but I will hunt them down. Nathan. Nathan yet to even approach the final chicane. And came to a complete stop.
So Ben, are you ready for the first race of the season? I know it's you love Japan and the classic cars.
I was going to say, I love Japan. Japan loves me. Match made in heaven. I'm looking forward to this race. I will let you lead the cars away, as is normal, tradition even.
Well, we wait for the lights to come on. At the minute, we've got Apex with a red cross. All the cars shifting.
Here we go.
Got a yellow flag. Don't think we need that. So 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. We wait for the 5th light to go out. It's out and away we go for the first round of the Classic League.
Oh no, we've got a car straight in the barrier. We've got a car. No, we've got a 3-car pile-up at the back.
Who's involved? No. Rainer, there's a VSC.
Yeah.
So I'm currently watching Rainer do donuts.
Well, I can talk you through what happened if it didn't catch it on camera.
Yeah, I did not.
Someone absolutely floored it at the back. The shame is that everyone's in the same car, so it's hard to tell. Someone floored it at the back and just went immediately right straight into the pit wall.
Oh, lovely.
And then it took another 2 cars out with it. So Rainer
Rocker's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC.
Who was?
Rocker.
Ah.
Mine was for some reason showing Apex in first. Ah, there we go. Back into 6 he goes. I've just watched AJ kick up a lot of dirt. Has Nathan just lost some positions?
Yeah. Yes. Dragon just drove straight past him, so probably a little bit.
Yeah, Rainer's missing his wing as well. I've just had a check.
Yeah, I was going to say. Puppy, I think, has got wing damage as well, so I think Rainer got himself in a bit of bother. And just pinned the throttle at the start and went straight into the pit wall and took 2 or 3 others out with him.
So the closest race at the minute is the one at the front between Cosmos and Rocker.
I was going to say it's going to be Cosmos and LH because Rocker's got a drive-through penalty.
Well, yeah. Oh, so it's a shame for him because showed some really promising pace, but
yeah, I was going to say if I'm Rocker, I'll just box now. Just get out of the way. If there is a safety car, then you know I've had it before.
Cosmos that closes the gap.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's about to go around the outside. And there we go. So Rocket comes in for his drive-through. Slows the car down.
Yeah, he should have decent track space as well.
Got a yellow flag
coming in behind him.
3. Oh, Puppy. Oh, Pup. Pup is in a barrier, I can report. Cosmos has lost the position to Mono.
So Rainer's coming in the box to get rid of that front wing. We've got Dragon in the box. We've got Jack in the box. We've got Rocket just coming out now. Somehow Toon is up in P10.
I'll be honest, my spectator cam not working perfectly.
Yeah, I was going to say biggest gainer of this is Mono. Up 8 places into P3, so a great start there.
Mine's currently showing LH in P1. Ah, there we go. We've had a change apparently. Mono P1, is that right?
It is showing that for me, up 10 places.
Oh.
So it's taking, I was going to say...
I'll be honest, I don't know who's where right now, so we'll... I think... Cosmos is P1. Yeah, so Cosmos is P1, that is right.
Yeah, I was going to say Cosmos P1. Rainer's showing P1 for some reason on my screen, don't know what's happened, but Cosmos is your leader by 4 tenths, loses the rear. Riding the curve.
LH got a really good exit there.
I was going to say LH is going to hunt him down.
Here comes Lawrence
Henry.
You
want to go on board with this? I wonder what effect the Dirty Air may have going around 130R.
Well, let's see how Pindy keeps it. Ah, lift there.
There was no front end grip on that car.
Lawrence closes up under braking. Cosmos
yeah, I was going to say that
looked
pretty good there. Timing board has thankfully updated now as they
both come into the box.
Yeah, so this is a feature.
There we go. AJ carries on.
Yeah, so this is a penalty. What we saw last year.
Kyle used to like his early pit stops, didn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say it gets rid of all the risk. You get these tyres can easily do a whole race distance anyway with very little deg. So it's probably the best thing to do. Just get the pit stop out of the way, and then if there is a safety car or something, you've got the track position. So AJ is the new race leader.
Toon up in 6th. Go on, Toon.
Tristan's up to P4 somehow.
I'm all about Toon right now.
True, but Tristan had even... Oh, yeah, Tristan's placing qualifiers.
Toon, that's grass.
Before. Yeah.
Toon,
Toon!
Oh, Toony.
I don't know if he just fell asleep at the wheel, but that was horrendous.
Now we'll go find Tristan. Who's got mono closing him. 9/10. Toon just let Nathan by? I believe he has. It was too nearly spears him as well for good measure.
Oh. Good old Toon.
Toon? What is going on in the Toonmobile?
I think he's lost control of it.
Yeah.
There's no way that car's going to be in.
Here comes Cosmos. Who I think's about to come past Toon. Yeah, Toon's car doesn't look very happy on this track.
No. It's a bit crap.
Well, here comes Cosmos closing the gap. Toon goes flat around 130R by the look of things. Oh, Toon. He gets a 3-second penalty for his problems. Oh, whoa! Cosmos has just had a coming together there with Toony.
I'm watching Toon. Every corner is an adventure on this car. Rocker fastest lap of the race of 144.4. I believe that is very close to matching the fastest lap back in 1990. Only for Tracy. 2/10 off so far.
AJ comes into the pit lane then. And Cosmos is going to have to follow Toon through the S's, and I couldn't think of a more painful car to follow. Toon thinks about bothering the apex, but bothers the other side of the track instead.
I would like to know if Toon knows the layout.
Oh, is Toon just going... No!
Tristan's in the barrier. Oh, Tristan. He's let down his
Cosmos is about to go into the rear of Toon. Oh, Toon. Well, I think Toon's let him... I don't know if Toon let him through... Yeah. I don't know what I've just said.
I don't know if... I would take a decent bet that Toon did not practice this track in these
No, Cosmos just lost his car and Toon's on the grass trying to go round. Gosh. We'll go on board with a different battle because I don't think I can watch this much longer. We'll go on board with Ferg, who is all over the back of Jack Blunt at the minute. I like the fact the front wings are getting dirty. It's a small thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that's quite a good little feature actually. Nice, neat effect. Puppy 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Rocker
has retired in the pit lane. That's fine.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a look at.
So at the minute, LH is your net leader.
Yeah, he is.
Let's give that
so
a quick
Rocker's
check.
going to get the move done on Nathan, and hopefully into turn 1 he's going to have to go around the outside to do it. Nathan gives him more than enough room. Rocker's just wandering off the track, and it gives Nathan the advantage.
Great racing there between the two of them. Got a yellow flag in the first sector, but I think all the cars are moving from what I can see.
Yeah, top 5. Oh,
I
yeah,
think Tristan died coming in the pit lane, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Lawrence Henry might want to get a shuffle on.
I was going to say,
No, he'll still come out first, after pit stops, but...
I was going to say...
What? No! Lawrence! And that's Cosmos trying to come past there. Will he go up to the Degners? Thinks better of it.
No. I was going to say that is not a place that I would
go for an No! Cosmos loses the rear.
No! Oh, he just pinned the throw in the heat of the moment, in the heat of battle.
AJ and Ferg still going at it. Will AJ get through? Not this time.
I was going to say this for this game. It's all about just keeping calm when you're in the battle and looking after the rear and just.
Ben, what's your line about looking after the throttle? I'm sure you've got one. I think it's one of your favourites. Well, you say it to me all the time. What is it?
I don't know what you're talking about. AJ Wuhan goes up.
It's all about driving the car like it's got an egg under the throttle.
It's all about the torch man.
Ah, that's it.
We've got AJ Wuhan.
About to go for the. Did you just back out the throttle? Sounded like it.
He's
Ferg keeps it pinned.
Yeah, Ferg kept it pinned and had to go off the track just to. There's Nathan.
He did give the time back for it, which is very polite of him. I probably wouldn't have.
No, I'd have just kept going. So the top 4. Wow.
Here we go though. AJ going for the move now into turn 1. Whoa!
Oh my lord.
Nathan just had a fright.
I was on board from Nathan's perspective.
Cosmos!
Even I got scared. So Cosmos has
in the pit lane. Nathan goes up the... Wow! What a move there by Nathan. Small mistake there from our friend Ferg. Nathan goes through.
Good.
Lawrence Henry all over the back of Devil's Nightmare again. Can't find a way through yet though.
Building himself up a decent gap up front.
I don't know if Lawrence is listening, but my friend Lawrence. Oh, Toon! Toon's... How is Toon in P4? Right, never mind. He's just lost 2 positions.
I was going to say, he's just been picked off. I was just trying to work the numbers.
Toon, that's grass! Toon! Grass!
Apex is doing a great job up front of building this lead.
Well, Apex was quick last year in the Classics, inconsistent but
I was
quick.
going to say, I'm trying to...
I think Toon's facing backwards, no, just a yellow flag.
Yeah, just... He's at this moment on screen now.
Well, if you're a betting man, Ben...
out the lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're 7 laps in.
I'm just trying to work the numbers here. So we've got Mono coming out in P2. This will be a good indication of what...
Lawrence Henry is about to get the move done there on Apex. Oh, not on Apex, sorry. On Devils finally gets that done. Rocker in the pits as well.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to work out what the pit time is.
You got your stopwatch.
Try and see if Apex will come out P1. I think he will. I think if he boxes, he comes out P1. I would, if he's listening, if he isn't, I don't blame him. I'm boxed now. Because he's got Lawrence Henry coming up behind him, just taking out little chunks of time. But just cover it off. And if there's a safety car, he'll be in the box seat anyway, right behind him on new tyres. Yeah, because LH now has got decent pace in P2.
Yeah, I think the perfect sector.
Yeah, if I'm... yeah, Apex has lost the best part of a second now already. The gap was at 25.9 seconds, it's down to 24.3. Apex has got to come in this lap. But I fear the moment may have passed.
Yeah, the time's getting torn out of him now. Lawrence Henry looking good.
As we've got yellow sections 1 and 2 showing on mine, but I don't know what that's for. There's Apex comes into pits now. Gets serviced by the McLaren boys.
So let's see, the pit stop looks good, tyres on. Away he goes. Where's Lawrence? He's only just coming more on 130 yard. Ah, this is going to be tight.
Yeah, I was going to say this is going to be close. It's going to be a couple of seconds in it. I think he's going to be to Apex's favour though. Because Apex is
Lawrence Henry sets the fastest lap, but here comes Apex and he's gone. So Apex, after Lawrence getting stuck behind Devils there, he's through.
I was going to say that first thing there, hopefully for Apex will be a race winning stint. Whilst everyone else boxed and got caught behind Toon in the train and got in some adventures. Apex made the most of it. Gap up front now, 1.6 seconds. But Apex has done an excellent job in the first thing there. We've got 4 and a bit laps to go.
Lawrence is setting purple sectors, but we saw him get stuck behind Devils, and it's not easy to overtake in these cars because you can't just kind of slam on the brake pedal. We've got a yellow flag, and I can only imagine. Oh, it's Nathan! Nathan's backwards.
So Toon's back in the pits. We've got Nathan going backwards. Where is it? 130 yard? No. That's the first sector heading down to Degna. Toon's in the box. I've just noticed he's got Schumacher's helmet on. You can disappoint Schumacher more if he tried. So gap up from 1.5 seconds. Closest battle on track is
Rainer and Nathan, but it's not really a battle. Nathan spun. But they're still going for it.
Yeah, I was going to say Rainer gets the move done as they head towards Spoon now. Rainer's had a bit of a disappointing evening in these cars. Be hoping to move on for the next event.
Tristan gets a 3-second penalty.
Some of you will be thinking, what is the next event? I can tell you, Belgium, on the 9th of August. No, 1991 Jordan, as Rocker sets a fastest lap of 1:42.6. Gap up front extending now to 2 seconds.
Oh, Nathan's just gone very wide. In his chicane, it was an awful entry and exit.
Yeah.
So the battle at the minute we'll go on board with is AJ closing down Jack. See if he can get any closer than 1.3. The gaps are quite surprising given it's only a 25% race though.
I was going to say it's spread out. I think a couple of drivers have had some adventures, probably a little bit rusty. Probably not driven these cars too much ahead of tonight. So yeah, hopefully over the season we'll have some closer racing. But they are fairly spread out at the minute, but Apex putting an amazing first stint.
Yeah, 1.2 the gap. LH is, if you go on board of LH, you can see how hard he's pushing the car. We've got a yellow flag. Who's facing backwards? It's Nathan.
We've got Nathan. He's lost half a front wing this time.
Where's 2? Oh, okay, other end of the track.
Yeah.
Didn't know if it would benefit our front 2. Lawrence is pushing flat out around 130 or even goes on the grass, which is brave in these cars.
I was going to say, I'm watching this from LH's perspective.
Yeah,
he's giving
that's why I'm on board. That car's being pushed, but I don't know if it's enough. 3 laps to go.
He's not making huge gains into the lead. And the issue is Apex's tyres are brand spanking new in comparison. Rocker down in P6, our pole position man. Got a drive through under the VSC at the start. But he probably had the pace to win, as he got the fastest lap at the moment. We've got
yellow flag sector 1,
and that is 2.
Oh, 2 me.
He lost it. When
Gaps under a second now. Another fastest first sector there from Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence is giving this absolutely
I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch this. You can tell it's on the absolute limit of what Lawrence can do with a car, and he's pushing like hell.
I was going to say, give it everything, having a hairpin there. The rear got a little bit loose, but I think it helped to just rotate the car just a little bit. Just have a look through what's happening there. So we've got AJ
3/10 behind Jack. Jack just got on the grass there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's difficult to control these cars or what, but I've seen so many of them in the grass. We've got 6. We got 2.
I'm not even looking. I know it's 2. Apex has pulled the gap again though, back to 1.3.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
Are these 2 going through 130 yards together? No, AJ backs out there. Jack goes on the grass slightly. Will AJ go for it in the brakes? I don't think he's close enough. Closes up though. AJ had to back out the throttle, it seemed like there, coming out the corner, or else the car was going round on the bumps.
I was going to say, Apex is just pulling it just when he needs to. AJ's looking all over the rear of Jack.
I think AJ's probably got the pace, and what are the difference in the fastest
I was going to
laps?
say, I think he's on.
It's only 2/10, so not a lot. Fastest lap of the minute is Rockers.
Tune. For the first time this event has been going quick. Shame it was in the pit lane. 5 second penalty. Jack's all over the road.
Yeah, they're not that easy to control. Yeah, I'm on board with AJ.
So AJ just needs to concentrate on getting a good exit out of the corners because I think he's got it. Oh no!
No!
Just doesn't talk about getting a good exit out of the corners. Oh, what a curse. Sorry, AJ. I feel like I take responsibility for that. So we've got a yellow sector 2 now, probably AJ recovering the car.
No, yeah, he's got part of the front wing, not a lot.
Yeah, he just floored it up on the exit of the hairpin.
So back on board with LH44 and Apex. Oz Lawrence is just giving it everything, and unfortunately for him, I think Apex has got him covered today. This helicopter shot beautiful coming down though, the main straight heading towards turn 1.
I was going to say Apex has been flawless in this race. Made the most of it.
It's not as easy to overtake in these cars as it was last year, especially with quite a close gap between a lot of these guys. So doing that overcut and not getting stuck behind people really seemed to work for Apex because the tyres don't die. And you can see at the minute the gap now 1.6 seconds, so it looks like Apex has got this one pretty much covered.
Yeah, I was going to say for that first stint, Apex was averaging 144s throughout. And then LH was doing late 44s at the same time. So yeah, not much in it, but just enough for Apex to come out.
1.3 the gap, but
I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no, I think Mono is about to get past AJ though, from what I can see. I don't think AJ pitted. I think he's just going to try to get the best he can with the points he's got. Yeah, you can tell he's still got damage.
Say that's,
so he lets Mono through there. Next up, Gavlar.
I don't think I think AJ should be alright though, because then, well, I don't think that he's not going to get a point from this event.
Yeah,
but
it's too easy for him to come past. Yeah, he's off the track.
He ain't going to have the dignity of Toon overtaking him, I don't think.
Yeah, well, something you and him don't have in common then.
Yeah, it's not all good for you then. So, Apex, final lap, gap 1.7 seconds. Toon, another 3 second penalty. Apex has just controlled this race beautifully. Put the pace down where it was needed when the leaders were getting themselves in trouble. As he goes around the first sector for the final time, he's just got the car really well controlled, and so has LH. Both of them, every time I've been on board, there never seems to be much of a drama.
No, it seems to be good. Great start though from Apex, a man who showed promise last season, obviously in the Classic League.
Yeah, just
yellow in sector 1. I do not need to go on board with Toon to see that car facing backwards again. Is it even Toon? Yeah, it wasn't Toon!
No, it was Nathan. So Apex going around Spoon for the final time. Get around here. And then it's just 130R and the final chicane to go. Heads towards 130R. Through there, just lifted off the throttle slightly into the final chicane now. And the McLaren 1990 will be winning this event, unlike in 1990 when it was at Denison. As Apex heads towards the line now, he'll keep it close to the pit wall to cross the line to win round 1 of the Suzuka Grand Prix. LHE P2 on 10 lap on. Dry tyres, done a great job. Toon didn't even manage to make it to the end of the race. Devils P3, so that has completed the podium.
Jack
We will
P4.
have Jack finishing P4, Rocker P5. Probably thinking what might have been if he hadn't been done speeding under the VSC and had a drive through.
Well, he was 18 seconds off, so he probably would have won.
Yeah, Mono P6, just crossed the line. Dragon P7, Gabla right behind him.
Good recovery drive from Rayner from where things were when he was right down at the back. Great job from Rayner.
So speeded off into the pit wall at the start of the race. So Rayner done P10, AJ just beating him to it. Might have been on penalties, that one. Third just crossing the line.
Last but not least, Tristan, on his way towards 130R.
Quite a while away. Taking a big lift into 130R, hasn't got the confidence in these cars.
Accelerating too much mid-corner there, and that's why it's dragging him wide.
Missed the apex there on the second part of the chicane. As we cross the line now, and that completes the Japanese Grand Prix in the 1990 McLarens. What a great win there for Apex. Driving the day, flashing up as Dragon. I'll make everyone can make their minds up if they agree with that. There will be a vote after the race between the drivers to vote for their driver of the day.
Ben, I'll let you do your favourite and give the speed rundown of the order, mate.
Yeah, we'll give it one last go. So we have, when it loads, because I'm not going to do this from memory, Apex in P1, LH44 P2, Devils Nightmare P3, Jack P4, Rocker P5. Then we've got Mono P6, Dragon on speed P7, Gablar P8, AJ Wuhan P9, Rayner P10, Berg P11, Tristan P12, and then our non-finishers were Nathan, Toon, Cosmos, and Puppy. I just want to have a quick look through who got the fastest lap.
I believe it was Rocker. 142, yeah.
142.6. If I remember, that was set now mid-race, wasn't it? Yeah, good lap there. Oh, it's good to be back in my home. In the commentary box, where I belong. Where I give the best insight.
I don't know if you give the best insight, you give an insight.
Well, it saves me being on track, harpooning someone.
Well, you're not wrong there. No one wants to see you harpooning people. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us this evening. It has been a delight, as always, to be in the commentary box with you all. It's actually, so Season 2, first time me and Ben been back in the commentary box. So, Ben, I believe there's some news to bring out in regards to a website.
There is?
There is.
I'm just playing dumb, just for fun,
So, the admin team have been extremely busy over the sort of elongated break that we had between last season and this season. We will have a website going live within the next week or so for you guys. A few changes internally as well. Obviously, Saturday Night Racing is no more, but we do also have, Ben, I'll let you announce the new league that's coming to RRC.
Honestly, for a split second, I was looking out the window and I had no idea what you were talking about.
That's amazing.
But I do listen. I do pay attention at the back of the class. I am excited to announce the new GT Sport Racing League. We are just finalising the details. We will be taking on sign-ups very shortly for GT. I believe, if I get this wrong, someone will shoot me down for it.
It'll be me.
But we will be doing 2 classes within that.
We will. It will be the LMP1 cars and the GT3 cars. Run selection of tracks that suit both sets of cars, so that's why it's taken a while to get things sorted. Unique rule set as well to type out and get ready for that season. But yeah, obviously a lot of changes coming to RRC, a lot of things over the break. The admin team remains exactly the same, apart from we have 2 new admins that have joined us for the GT League, but they will be announced in due course, along with all the details to go with the league. And the website should be live hopefully by next weekend. So on the website you guys will be able to see live updates of the tables, events, bits and pieces like that. So thank you guys for joining us. Me and Ben will be back at some point this week, I imagine. Definitely for Classics next Sunday. I'll try to convince Ben to commentate on a different race this week.
It's the 9th of August, the next classic race, around Belgium in the 1991 Jordan.
Yes, we've got F1 in the coming weekend, so hopefully everyone enjoys that. Kind of forgot it was on again. But thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time.